see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Not a lot of undefeated clubs left after 3 weeks, and we're going to have one fewer in a little bit. We're off in a battle of 3-0 teams. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Straight to the air they go. Got a screen to the running back. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Sean Judkins. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. The first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down. Throw, 3rd and long. Gets it downfield, on target to Getson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
First down from the 42. Here's Nix. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's the handoff. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Got it. Ready?
To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Come on.
Throwing now off the play action. On target to Thornton. Escapes the defender. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Ready?
From the red zone on 1st. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. It's Nix out of the pistol. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. Across the 45 and still going. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Broncos first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he can only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Judkins running between the tackles. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Goes 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing here, Nix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Check that. Street.
The first carry now, Deshaun Smith. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I am more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm. If you keep in stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Goes to the line now. It's 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. It's quick out wide, complete. Running down the left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a 1-point game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40.
13 yards on the play. And the Raider 1st down. A gain of 13.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Denver in just a minute. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at 1st down here. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Deputy, 65 catch. Cougar 19.
He's dropping back to throw. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Staring down, that down in distance, it was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up with the 20 after the touchback. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's incomplete left side. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. In the pistol, here comes Pacheco. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. It's Pacheco again. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Giving him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Danger, Kevin. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Harvey once more. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
Nix with it on 1st. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Complete over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
A little screen pass for Judkins. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Hey! Go. Captain. Olay.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's got a man left. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Once more, it's Nix. Finds Pacheco out of the backfield. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
He got an interception. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Ready.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They'll throw it here on 1st. Short pass caught by his tight end. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Go, Reed, go.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Gravity Lions.
Here's a throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Tricks away from one. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
Throwing the out route complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Maverick. 60 East. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup.
From the red zone now. He finds Neighbors right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. Making some progress here. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Bombers.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. He's trying to go deep again. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's his man. That's their rookie for Morgan. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll throw again. Nix. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive. Not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Throwing for the back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find a Rondé Gadsden the 2nd on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Nix. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Dialing up a receiver screen. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Offensive line fast.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Next to throw again. It is caught left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up third and 4.
Now Nick's on third down. Cut out left. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone on first. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Right up the gut. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Go!
Give now to the running back. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
All plays on the table here for third and 3.
Check match, check match.
He's going to throw it. And that's complete. Here's Thornton. He's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Check, check.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Handoff on second and short. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ready, set.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
70 Rangers. Come on, come on. Set. Bronco 80. 18 Rodney. 79 Brock. Hey, check it. Go.
First and 10, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. I'll throw it. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They're headed up the middle. And this is going to end behind the line, Brock. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before they could get started.
Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd?
Captain.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
70 Rangers.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Johnny loose, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Throwing from the gun here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And And the Broncos have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Okay, that was his quarterback's first interception, and you know what? I don't remember my first, or maybe I do. Every last detail of Chad Cota picking off a little corner route as I was trying to sprint out, and instead of throwing it away, I forced it in. Yeah, this guy's going to remember this one as well.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Short pass brought in. He is down to the 30-yard line. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Nix. Looking right, and he finds it. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Almost set. Ready. Ready. With hands. 37. 37. Liz.
Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
3rd and goal, here's Nix. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Here's an important kick now for Blake Groupie. From 37 yards in the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Stout all set to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Flush out out to his left. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a fourth-quarter lead. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point sails through good. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
17.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Nix from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. Space on the right. He's got room. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a fourth-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Stout all set to send this one away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on.
Plowing up the middle. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Get it.
They go play action on first down. That one's complete right side. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Down the sideline inside the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Completed to his running back. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Harvey now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into a good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. He'll look to throw it. Brought in by Gadsden. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Back to throw. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
2nd down run by Pacheco. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Setting up to pass. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is to throw. Complete out to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Rushed out of the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down run from Junkins. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds it beyond the marker. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Stout all set to send this one away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! 70! 60 Eagles!
To throw. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60, trap 60, trap 60.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Throwing from the gun here. Connecting on the slant. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. All right, now there's the timeout. So seemingly down to their final breath, they get the big play, Brock, and now a field goal forces overtime. Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And in the final moments, they force overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. And this still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. They hand this one off. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Trying to extend this overtime drive. They only need 1 yard. This is third down.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 22. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Dumped off to his running back. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Panther 11, Buffalo 18.
They'll work against the blitz. Pass is caught at the 9. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders claim a 6-point lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Nevis now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Challenge has been laid down, partner. It's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Handoff now. And Judkins. He's out in the clear. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Jenkins out the middle. They give him 4 yards before he stops. Bronx gets second down. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Run right side, Judkins. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. Big moment here in overtime. 4th down, and the offense is out there.
Ready. Me.
Now to throw. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock. Some